Hello again, everyone. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We're propertyforsalemarche.com. We're opening the door to property ownership in the central Italian region of Le Marche. Please click on the link below for information specific to this property. Nobody responds faster than we do. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That helps us to help you. Just look at that view. That's not bad. Listen to the bird song. Look at the view. We're here today to talk to you about this house, which has been newly restored. We'll explain the details on that. This house is the perfect house for that category that we call right-sized. We increasingly have clients asking us about right-sized properties. And that can mean any number of things, but the three key things are that a house is right-sized in terms of not being too big or not being too small. The plot's right-sized in terms of not requiring a lot of maintenance, either your time or your money. And then, of course, a right-sized price. People want to make sure that they can get a piece of Le Marche without having to go overboard in terms of the capital investment. So this house is perfect on all three of those counts. House itself is about 165 square meters. I will take you inside in just a moment. The plot, which we'll show you, is around 1,100 square meters, and it's mostly flat. Okay, nice flat plot. And then the price you'll see when you click on the link is also quite right-sized for the value that's to be had here. Views are spectacular. Just look at these views. These are best-in-class views. Keep in mind we're a 5 to 7 minute drive from the bustling hill town of Sarnano, which people tend to love. Multiple restaurants, bars, supermarkets, civic events, festivals, etc., etc. You can be in the high mountains over there in about 20 minutes doing all kinds of good things, ranging from picnics to actual alpine events, cycling, walking, paragliding, etc., etc. And then you're also about, from here, 45 minutes to the coast. The plot has some fig trees. You can see this prospect of the house. You know, good looking house, really good size, nicely appointed. I want to also tell you though, in the interest of, full disclosure and transparency, that we have a neighboring house here. And the owner tells us that it's the very helpful Massimo who lives there. Keeps an eye on the place, assists with any little things that come up. And then we also have, just off to the back here, there's an old house. You can see through the trees there. That's not full-time inhabited. Somebody comes by occasionally to check it out. So you're in what's called a little borgo, which would be a little kind of grouping of houses, but your only real neighbor, who actually is a real asset, is the one who lives in this house here. But again, just look at the nicely rendered exterior. You also see some very discreetly placed tie rods that are all part of the recent seismic upgrade that was made to the house. And we'll also talk to you a little bit about some green tech that's in the house here. So there's a number of things: seismic upgrades, green tech, etc. There's air conditioning on the ground floor. These are the sorts of things that you don't find in a house in this price range. And if you want them, you have to spend money to get them, whereas here they're already done, paid for, and functioning. So, leave you with this spectacular view. Again, we're just about 7 or 8 minutes from bustling Sarnano, but you really do feel like you're, in the middle of nowhere in this beautiful, peaceful, bucolic setting. All right, let's go have a look inside. Okay, we'll head inside. First thing is we've got some nice Cotto style tile. And again, we want to show you how right-sized this house is, but to be very clear, how comfortable it is. Okay, there's no sacrifice of comfort here. We have this big lounge area. We have nice big windows and doors. You can see there's 2 windows and there's 2 double doors. All double glazed, all excellent quality. On this floor we have air conditioning. And again, just a big, comfortable, open space, little dining area, and it all connects seamlessly through this big opening to the kitchen, which we'll go to in just a minute. While we're here, a note on some of the eco-friendly features of the house. This is a wood burner, a wood pellet burner. And what this does is it's connected into the heat and hot water system. So in the cooler months, you can do all of your heat and hot water using sustainable wood pellets, okay? Out of the cool season, there's an electric heater that takes care of the hot water. And then keep in mind that there's no gas at this house because we have Fotovolt panels on the roof that are producing electricity every day. So the Fotovolts produce currently into the grid, and then the owner is paid periodically during the year for that production. Now, he has also, with foresight, installed inverters that allow for batteries to be put into the house. So if somebody down the road wanted to convert from producing electricity into the grid, they can produce it into batteries that would be used for electricity within the house, okay? So real nice sort of eco-sustainable feature. Head into the kitchen, very nice kitchen, well appointed, lots of cabinet space, excellent space utilization, I want to say, in this kitchen. It's a smallish space, but they got a lot of good things in here. You can see we have radiator heat. And there's the induction cooktop. Ample counter space, nice sink, lots of cabinetry. And I also like the fact that you have a kitchen with 2 double windows. And while you can have, some dining in this area if you wanted to, or you could use it as kind of a little workstation, this table here, you do have what I'll call the formal dining room, which is very cozily tucked into this section of the house. It too seamlessly open to the kitchen, which in turn is seamlessly opened to the lounge living room. Okay, and in here you see some of the old exposed stone brick walls. And of course we have the beams in here as well. So a really good space, dining space, again, linked to the kitchen, linked to the lounge. We'll take a quick jump up the stairs where we see some of the old original flooring from the house. And midway between the first floor and the ground floor, we find the laundry room. Okay? So all the things you need to have in a laundry room, you'll find in here. Continuing up, we move to parquet floors. And then we just have this corridor off of which we have bedroom number 1. Nice high ceilings, beams, lots of natural light. To the right, we have the first bathroom. Some real lively colors too. So, there's some alegria, as they'd say here, in the materials choices for the bathroom. We have bathroom number 2. And in here, also some nice fixtures, really nice shower stall, some cool colors. Then we go to the end of the hall and we have the second bedroom, this too with double aspect. Good sized bedrooms. You can't miss with these bedrooms for a house of this size. They're excellent. There's a nice view out the window there of the mountains. And then we come back to this section. Again, we got hardwood doors. I should point that out too. And here is a single bedroom. However, it's currently used as an office. This could be where you do your yoga. It could be a place where you put a television. You could have a pull-out bed like this one and sleep 2 people in here. So I would say that the house has, technically speaking, it has 3 bedrooms. Okay, 3 bedrooms, 2 nice, well-equipped, simple bathrooms. And then we'll take you up to the final level, which is attic space, but we'll show you how that's utilized. I'll take you up this little spiral, industrial look staircase, and then we come up to this excellent attic space, and there's a couple things to note here. One is that, you know, I have a certain height and I could stand up in the middle here and to the sides with no problem, really up until this point here. So nice high ceiling. It's nice and cool up here. Window gets you a lot of breeze, so there's a cross vent. Keep in mind, again, you know, we have 6 windows here. And this is just a utility space. You know, you could store the Christmas tree, or you could use this as a workstation too. You can see there's a little office set up here as well. So that's the tour of the inside. Again, value for the money, green tech, right-sized house, right-sized plot, not isolated. You've got your privacy here to a couple of sides of the house. You're close to a great hilltop town. So all around a terrific solution. Delivers a lot more, we think, in terms of value for the money than a lot of houses that are in this price range. Keep in mind the owner has already looked at options for a pool, and we can talk to you more about that when you come see us. And before you do that, be sure to click on the link below. We'll get you all the information you need. Again, I make the point that nobody responds faster than we do or more thoroughly. And we thank you again for watching the YouTube channel. If you like our YouTube channel, you find it informative and helpful, please subscribe. And we'll look forward to seeing you here in the Marche. Have a great day.